Morning, good morning. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Clint. Hello, Terry. Good morning. Figured I'd open up with some beautiful crop circles and Sky Sent. Aw, thank you for the roses. Hello, Thomas and Priscilla. Hello, hello. Right now on the butterfly as you come in. Yes, I see. Welcome. How's everyone doing this morning? Hello, Candy. Hello, Candy and Gage. Good rising. Yes, I watched that that quantum healing session last night. Wow. So many synchronicities. So many. And I've been watching that lady for, gosh, probably a long time. Years. Years and years. Alba Weinman, yeah. Yeah, she's one I've been watching for years. Yep. It's funny too, if you watch them, like the other ones that I have on our page, they all connect. The information is the same. Feeling better, that's good. Blessed morning, good work. That's awesome that you're fabulous, Clint. Yes, within 2 years, we are going to be together in Mayaka State Park, which is also SG2, the Holy Grail of SGs. Yeah. Hi, Bright here too. Welcome. Ooh, Egypt. I don't know. That's a long way away. Hello, Stacy. Oh, the butterfly is it's blinking. This is another Sky Sent video with many crop circles. Crop circles are the messages from the galactics. Remember, they're made from the giant crystals under the earth, and we're going to talk a little bit about them today. My guides led me to a book that I've had since 1996, which, if you guys know me, you know that is a significant date for me. Hello, Lisa. So, yes, Sky Family. We are Sky Family. We were all Sky Sent. Hello, hello. If you're new to the Butterfly Sanctuary, just say hello. If you want your name on the butterfly, just let me know. Hello, Lester, darling. Hello. Hello, Peg. Hello, Natural Power. Thank you for the follow. I will follow you back. Keith, you're an oldie. I always put you on there, darling. If you've been coming to the room for a long time, you're getting your name put on. Hello, Phoenix. I was reminded. I read so much stuff last night, did some research. We are right on track. We are right on track with our ascension. There's TikTok right there. You can hear it, TikTok. Yes, you are. Hello, Christine. Hello, beautiful. We may have some new angels come in. I did do a short video this morning. They could be, darling. They could be. They could activate your DNA to a mission. Hello, Russell. And Christine. Beautiful. Ah, yeah, yay. Love you too. Hello, Trey. Yes, absolutely. Sally, welcome. Welcome, beautiful. We are all angels in here. We are equal in here. We are working together in here to facilitate the new earth. Yes, Peg, absolutely. Where in the ascension we are, Thomas, we are at end game. We are in end game. We came for end game. We are here to raise the frequency of the planet so that we can ascend with the planet because she is ascending. Oh, okay. Yes, Carl should be in shortly. Carl and Josh. End game, Thomas, every 26,000 years. And we are at the 26,000 year mark. Yes, we are. They are humming. Oh, awesome. Oh yeah, I always see light codes and stuff in these. The butterfly is like going crazy. You'll see it in a minute. So are you, Terry. All right, so that was our opening. Some more Anael spiritual beings on a human journey. See? That's what we are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let the universe lead us in music for the rest. As people come in, we'll put them on the butterfly. There's the butterfly. There we go. Hello, Gianni. Hello, hello. She's not real bright today. Oh, she's getting a little brighter now. I don't know what's going on with her. There she is. Now she's just pink and fluttering. Yeah. Hello, Athena. All right, we're going to let the universe lead us into music for the rest of class. Gotta love this song. I thank God I'm alive. Hello, Deb and Athena. Hello, hello. I don't know what's going on. The butterfly it doesn't want to work right. Oh my goodness. Hello, good morning, Carl. Damien, and there's Josh. Damien sent me a message this morning. He was worried about you guys. I said, oh no reason to be worried because they are divine beings and they are absolutely protected. So, Grand Rising, Josh. We are magnificent, absolutely. Yay, I'm in such good spirits this morning. The energy is amazing. We got some exciting stuff to talk about today. I found a book. Well, I didn't find it. I've had the book for a while. Where is it? Here it is. It is called Crystal Healing. And the date on this book is 1996. And oh my God, guys, look at this. You guys know what Aurora means to me. Isn't that funny? Hilarious. I didn't even... I just seen that. Yes, Aurora. Yes. So, thank you for the December tree. How cute. So this book has a message for us. And the message is, don't take it so serious. And if you know that spelling of serious, you know it's galactic. It's a galactic spelling. So we're going to get into that. But we're going to let other people... Yes, serious. The map, guys. The map. Okay? Hello, Wendy. Hello. So I read a little bit of it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to share that with this. I have to share that with the angels because you guys are going to really relate to it. Sometimes you just got to help yourself. Yes. Help yourself. Kraft mac and cheese. I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19. All right. So this is going to talk to you about your crystals and what they're going to do for you to help you ascend. Yeah, we were Wendy, we were talking about crystals. Josh, we were talking about crystals. Carl, we were talking about crystals. Thomas, we have the power to transmute all of this stuff that's coming in, right? You just have to know who you are and what you are to activate your magic, right? You are magicians. You are magicians. So whenever you get those doubts in your mind, yes, but it only takes one of us. This is why we're placed in certain areas around the world. Yes. Set intention for what you eat and drink. Put your hand over it and say, this will only be for my highest good. I neutralize any poisons in this water or food. Okay? Yes, you are Solomon, Merlin, Odin. Yes, all of them. Yes. So each of you has a unique perspective on life and what it is all about. Personal views stem from our experiences that have subsequently led to beliefs and concepts about life. To a large degree, our personal reality has also been dictated and programmed into our thinking from society. Yes, Truth Seeker 444. Institutions, religions, and formal parental thinking modes that we were exposed to during the formative years. Life and reality as we've conceived it to be may or may not be true and serving in our greatest potential. So often we get stuck in a mindset of thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs that actually stifle creative outlets and limit expanded thinking. See, this is all being shown to you for a reason. Thomas, you need to hear this. Okay? By applying the light forces generated through crystals into personal practices and meditation, it is possible to dissolve the encrusted thought forms and patterns that create mental stagnation, emotional constriction, and physical dis-ease. There have been many times in the course of human history when the mass populace based the foundation of their reality upon an untruth. As a race, people used to hold the common belief that the world was flat. It was generally accepted that the earth was the center of the universe, and that the sun, as well as all of the stars, revolved around the earth. These concepts of reality dominated the minds of humans for centuries, until they were disproved by the courageous individuals who dared to set themselves apart and go against the common thinking standards of the day to see reality with a clearer perspective. Even with proof, it was difficult for the masses to alter their belief systems to accommodate a higher truth and a greater reality about the nature of life. Part of the difficulty in this type of mental image, as well as in changing our personal belief systems, is that we usually are more willing to accept ideas that somehow glorify our own personal sense of identity. The truth is oftentimes very humbling. To accept that the earth was not the center of the universe, but instead a small planet on the far outskirts of the mother galaxy, or to accept that our personal ego sense of self will cease to exist with our last breath, is oftentimes a hard perspective to accommodate. You choose what to take and what to leave. Exactly. You observe thoughts. Yes. Yep. Same with anything that you see. Observe it. Do not absorb it. Right? Thank you, Thank you for the love you. I love that. Today, the group mind is still dominated by many outdated belief systems that shadow and cloud the light of truth. One of these concepts is that the soul is bound to the earth through sin. This breeds an innate sense of fear and guilt, which is one of the most powerful, controlling, and manipulating techniques of dogmatic religions. Another concept that we have brought into is that we have many limitations in terms of healing ourselves of medically diagnosed incurable and terminal diseases. The acceptance of the belief that it is impossible to heal ourselves allows that thought to become the reality. Yes, exactly. Our susceptibility to the overviews that condition our minds can have such tremendous depowering effects as to render us helpless in circumstances that otherwise could serve as challenges and growth-producing situations. One of the most destructive of all the concepts that we have inherited is the sense of separatism. We see nations, peoples, cultures, countries, and individuals as all being separate from another. We see ourselves as being separate from extraterrestrial forces, and the earth as being separate from the rest of the universe. The bottom line is the lonely sense of separateness that we feel from ourselves and from a conscious connection with our own source of light. As we begin to identify with the light that is a common denominator in all manifest and unmanifest creation, we will come to the realization that in reality there is nothing that is separate from anything else. We will experience a sense of oneness that comes from seeing the same light reflected in all seemingly individual forms. Hello, Dolly. This will enable us to release the sense of separateness and create a world that has no boundaries or limitations in the expression of love. A world that is consciously unified in the light which comprises all beings. Right? We need to stop with the you are this and I am that. We are all one. Right? This is the truth. We are all whole. We are not broken. The most commonly accepted creation perspective used to be the Christian theory that God created the world and everything in it in 7 days. This overview was greatly replaced when Darwin's theory of evolution arrived on the scene. Even now, that concept is gradually being replaced by the idea suggesting that we were bred and indeed programmed by higher life forms that visited our Earth millions of years ago. This thought seems to be growing in the minds and hearts of men and women everywhere who somehow sense that we have a much grander conception within the vast expanse of the stars. The belief that the human race has its origin in the heavens and that a divine inheritance is inevitable from foreparents of a highly advanced and evolved species is growing every day. Let's open our minds to the possibility that our celestial ancestors originated in the 6th dimension, close to the center of the great central sun, at the core of our galaxy. Imagine that long ago they mastered the laws of time and space travel and spread their seed far out into the stars and the worlds that revolved around them, out as far as to reach a small star called the sun, out as far as the earth. They could have used Sirius as a transfer point into the 3rd dimension and Venus as a gateway into our solar system. Visualize the potential that you have right now to consciously communicate through your thoughts with them. See yourself creating a bridge of light and love from our Earth now, existing in third-dimensional reality, very far from the source of light of the great central sun, to connect with the beings that at this very moment await your thoughts in the sixth dimension. See the bridge of light connecting you with them and aligning everyone to the source at the center, creating one unified consciousness throughout all realms, dimensions, and plane of existence. The reality is that reality is what we believe it to be. Let's be creative. Let's have fun. Let's use our imagination and creativity. Expand our thoughts and concepts to include the unimaginable and the inconceivable. The ultimate truth will be even greater and stranger still. As the mind shifts begin to occur, it will be possible for us to be consciously aware of interstellar vibrations and beings and integrate higher and more refined frequencies into our subtle bodies to manifest in undreamed of physical realities. Working with the master crystals can facilitate this process of interdimensional communication and open the doors to perspectives that more fully accommodate our human potential. When I talk about the master crystals, I am talking about the crystals under the ground, under the crop circles that the ships communicate with to create the crop circles so that we get the messages that we need. And when we look at these crop circles, we integrate that into our DNA, right? In the process of evolving consciousness, we learn from our experiences. It has become time when only the personal experience of the soul and of God will do. The age of believing has given birth to the golden age of knowing. What have I told you guys? It's gone further than belief. It is now a knowing. Only our own unique individual experiences will serve to enlighten the illusions that bind our consciousness to earth plane ignorance. Right? And that is very possible, Stacy. There are two underground communities that I know of. One is in Telos, and we discuss them often in here. And the other one is in Agartha. Agartha is basically where the Antarians are and the Mantid beings. And they're very friendly beings, but of course they look like insects, so we would be terrified of them, some people. Only till you feel their energy do you know that they are good beings and help us. The time has come when it is the responsibility of each individual entity on this planet to dedicate themselves to the process of initiating those experiences within oneself. It is now time to dedicate time and space to sit alone with yourself and experience the true sense of beingness. It is time to close your eyes and look within and see who you really are. Not the names and identities that you have known yourself to be all of your life, but the deepest, truest, purest essence of yourself. It is now possible, the energies of right, to tap into the source of infinity within ourselves, to claim it, to identify with it, to embrace, to encompass, and manifest it in our lives. It has taken the human being thousands of years and hundreds of lifetimes to be prepared for such a remarkable, transformative experience. It is possible for each and every person. It will take a bit of effort and a little courage to look beyond the personal identifications that have given us security all our lives. It will require a sincerity and a conscious choice to release the grudges, sorrows, jealousies, guilts, and pain that burden the heart. Yes, absolutely. Most of all, what is needed is a willingness to let go of all that was in order to allow all that is to unfold. Let go of all that was. Trust and faith are required to dive into the black hole of the deepest fear within your heart and mind, to know that you will enter into the white light on the other side of it. The time is now. It is possible in this very moment. So we'll put Jerry on here. There we go. Okay. Never before. Yes, we are transcending. Absolutely we are. Never before in the course of human history was the way made so open for so many to expand their consciousness to encompass the reality of their own being. As each individual commits and dedicates themselves to this process, the energy will increase and the way will be made easier for all those who will follow. It will be like the 100th monkey effect. And people all over the world who have not been blessed with the freedoms and the environments to grow that we have will begin to get it. And the process unfolds. As the process unfolds, it will be as if we are waking from a deep unconscious sleep, and we will begin to see life in a completely different way. As we unfold onto ourselves, we will come to see that the light we honor within ourselves is shining in the light of others. This is the mirror effect, guys. When we look at someone else, we see that they are our mirror. The love will flow, and the peace will grow, and the world will vibrate at a higher frequency. And the dream, the vision that we all share deep within the core of our hearts will become the living reality. We shall become one. Uniquely individual, but all plugged into the same source. All reflecting the same light in a myriad of ways, in an infinite variety of colors. We have been blessed with the freedom of choice, the opportunity to decide which way to go. This very individualized freedom is the most vital force that each one of us has at our disposal to contribute towards world peace. Let's individually decide that we will learn to be at peace with ourselves and that we will no longer contribute to antagonistic thoughts or feelings or conversations or actions. Instead, choose peace. Choose love. Make the choice. It is your divine right. It is that choice that will plug you right into the divine source. It will plug you into such a power and a purpose that will direct your life and give you more meaning than you can imagine. The choice is yours. It is mine. It is for us to choose our destinies and the ultimate history of this planet. We are the creators here. We have been endowed with the most precious gift in the universe to choose. To choose peace over conflict, love over jealousy, forgiveness over anger, understanding over guilt, joy over sorrow, and happiness over discontent. Make your choice now and affirm it with every breath you take. Put it into action and receive your divine heritage. Plug into the infinite source of light within you and be who you really are and manifest your world the way you envision it to be. Advancements. Somewhere in the faint hint of our genetic memory lies the knowledge of the universe and the worlds where life is free from illusion of time and space. just as it has been programmed into us to reawaken at the perfect moment. It now invites our attention. We have a purpose far greater than we might have ever imagined. It seeks our acknowledgement now and asks that we cut the circuits to the thought patterns and futile emotions that keep us bound to the illusion and the confusion of the lower mental realms. Release, let go, align, and come into the reality of true being that will give you inner peace. The time is upon us, and the hour is now to awaken to the truth of our own identity that is written within the depths of our genes. We are of the same spirit, and that spirit is the united force that can and will transform the very nature of the earth if we but surrender to it. There is so much more that awaits us, so much more that is in the realm of possibility once we unite our integrated spirits into a common cause. Our solar system is but our backyard, the Milky Way galaxy our neighborhood, and the physical plane our schooling. Let's travel. Let's claim our heritage and build our sweet earth, the garden that she deserves, and then expand from that home base to outreach further than we can now even conceive of. It starts with willingness, then effort and determination, and concludes with success. Use your crystals to align your consciousness to the cosmic harmony that they exemplify. Work with them and let them work for you. Yes, I did say travel. Allow their light forces to clear your aura so that you can manifest into your life what it is that you require to fulfill your greatest potential and destiny. Crystal power is in abundance now to serve you and integrate your individual identity with that of a much greater whole. There is a powerful light force that is moving towards our planet as the entity of Earth seeks to align herself with the great central sun at the center of our galaxy. As the frequencies raise in vibration, every living thing will be affected. Nothing will be left untouched. There are extraterrestrial and discarnate forces that are monitoring and assisting in the assimilation of this light force into the hearts and minds of people everywhere. Yes, Stacy, absolutely. The ability to let go of outdated beliefs and old programming that no longer serve this light is the key to emerging with the forces at hand. Those who are unwilling to set aside ego structures that only serve their personal purpose will have a very difficult time during this period as the influx of energy increases. These people will need extra support and prayers during these times. It is a time of personal responsibility. It is a time of courage to face our own fears and to slay our own dragons of darkness. It is a time to support one another in that process and to rekindle the spirit of love into each and every relationship, beginning with ourself, for ourself. It is a time when the rainbow ray of light can be utilized by each individual. Every facet, every chakra, every aspect of our lives can come into balance if we surrender in the deepest, most sacred part of our hearts to the light. Allow it to come in. Identify with it. It is you. It is me. It is us. It is all there is. Peace. So often our minds become constricted in the narrow focus of our lives and the events upon this earth, which can create such a great effect on us. It is as if we devote our precious creative energy in affirming the reality that has been programmed into our consciousness by other sources. In this tunnel vision, the world and life often appears in shades of doom and gloom, which are perpetuated and made even stronger by our thoughts accepting it. Everyone going to feel that raising of frequency of thought, blanket of love, heaven on earth. Yes. Let's imagine for a moment that life isn't made of war and peoples and nations at odds with one another. Let's instead paint a different picture altogether and put our creative energy into that. We have all the paints and an infinite number of colors at our disposal. What shall we create? How would you choose it to be personally, interpersonally, socially, communally, nationally, and planetarily? Let's combine our thoughts together to strengthen the creative force. As you listen to this, link with the collective mind of the thousands of people that will also listen to this and read this, and imagine peace, pure peace, within ourselves first. This means that any of those old grudges or jealousies or hurts, guilt, sorrows, fears, or pains must be released. Yes, Josh is the singer-songwriter. Exhale them now, and with the following inhale, take your personal image of peace into the center core of your heart. And again, exhale and let go of anything within you that is prohibiting your complete experience of personal peace. Yes, universe, be a simple man. Allow yourself to come into alignment with your own divine source of peace and power and love. And give it to yourself first. Feel it, create it, become it. Now expand that sense of peace into your thoughts about the people that you are closest to, and let go of any friction that might be existing between you. Again, exhale and let go. Inhale and envision each person you love and want to love, surrounded in the peace that you feel. Expand the thought to include everyone in your town. Those of you who live in big cities, increase the voltage. You have the power. You were put in certain places, in certain areas, for a reason. Do you understand how powerful you are? Now expand that sense of peace into your thoughts. Let go of any doubts that you have about who you are. Expand the vision and see our earth existing in a state of peace with the moon, the other planets of our solar system, and with the sun. Grab onto one of your favorite crystals and let this beam of peace connect you to the center core of the galaxy and with the great central sun, which emanates light and life and love throughout our universe. Be there in the center for a moment and feel who you are outside of your physical existence here on Earth. Align your soul to the great cosmic forces that create your being. Now, from this perspective, view your life here on Earth. Is it really so serious? Do all those little things really matter so much? Is your personal balance dependent on the constant changes existing on this planet? No. You have the choice at every moment to choose peace, to choose love, to choose alignment, and to choose to channel the light available to you. Now just take a moment to join minds and hearts with someone else who at this very moment is also focusing on the light. This is what we do on the Butterfly Guys. We join hearts and minds and create light, all of us together as one. Now just take a moment to join minds and hearts with someone else who at this very moment is also focusing on the light. Let's brighten the force. Let's create a chain reaction so strong that anything less than this light will be encompassed by it, and the darker energies will be dissolved in its brilliance. Link your light with all of the souls, carnate and discarnate, earthly and extraterrestrial, that are dedicated to the expansion and expression of light. When you feel down or feel the emotional waves about ready to engulf you, call upon the light within you. Evoke it, Ask its presence to come forth and assist you. Identify with it and channel it to bring balance and order into each situation. It is the most transformative force in the universe and one that will never fail you. Let's give to the earth the heritage that she deserves. Let's use our alchemical powers, because we do have alchemical powers. Yes, BX, Christine, holding hands. And the universe is saying, I will stand by you. I will help you through. Let's use our alchemical powers and transform her back into the garden, back to the pure thought of peace and harmony. Are you ready? Let's go for it. We got this. We can do this because we are powerful, angelic humans here on Earth to raise the frequency of the planet. So let's don't take it so serious, right? Yeah, that my guides led me to that for all of you today, and I don't know about you, but that really touched my heart. And yeah, there is nothing we cannot do together. There is nothing. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today out of that book. All right. Coffee. Right here to catch you. Won't let you down. So if anyone was having a bad day, I hope that made you feel better. And know that there is nothing you can't get through. Always live from the now moment, the 0 point, because the now is the present. And the present is a gift. Yep. I'm having an instant recognition on my job with patients and peers. Yes, Janine. Yes. Yep. They want your energy because they see you. Their soul sees your soul lit up. Yes. Ooh, you can't see names on that, can you? That pink is bright. Oh, well, I can't. I can turn it green or pink. Well, that's, yeah. I don't know. Now it's blinking. Now it's off. I don't know. Yeah, it was pink. All right. We just hear, I mean, it's like all these books from my past, they all say the same thing. They all say the same thing. We are divine. It's like the divinity in each one of you, not yet fully awakened, represents a cell of pure love from the heart of the Creator. You have never been disconnected. Meditations. Do meditations to connect to your galactics, to your spirit guides. Always have an attitude of gratitude. Surrender into love. That is Christ consciousness. For what is Christ? It is my living love. And what are you? Love's vehicle. Right? Can't disconnect from Source. Source gives a spark of life. Be grateful for it. Absolutely. We are blessed. We are blessed to be light. We are blessed to know who God is and that He is in our hearts. And He fuels that light. We are fragments of Him. And we know this. We are blessed because we know who we are and what we're here for. We are blessed because there are so many out there still wondering, why do I have these visions? Why do I feel the way I am? Why am I getting upset? Why doesn't anyone understand me? They're so confused about who they are. Do you remember when you were confused? I know I remember. I thought I was going crazy. I was like, what is wrong with me? I don't belong here on earth. What am I doing here? I feel useless. And I was picked on in high school. Oh, yes. Sure was. Yep. Yep. It is not about us. It is about our purpose. Yes. We have a purpose here. Oh, I was a total outcast. I hung out with my best friend was 1 grade ahead of me. And I basically just hung out with her day in and day out. We were outcasts. We thought differently. I never thought the same as the kids around me. You beat up bullies? I'm back in high school. I was 5'2", 120 pounds. I didn't beat anyone up. I'll never forget. I was in the hallway trying to get to class, and I had a handful of books. And I bumped into this big old guy. His name was, what was his name? I can't even remember his name now. But he was a bully. And I bumped into him and dropped my books all over his feet. And I kind of just looked up at him and he says, "Get out of my way, you little squat buzzard." And everyone in the hall heard that. And I just started crying. I was like, oh my God, he's so mean to me. And every day he called me that. And I was just like, I hated that because, but all of us are picked on at some point in our lives. At least if I'm picked on now, I know that I am light and there's nothing that can swerve that light. Nobody can tell me that I'm not what I know I am. Which makes me stronger, right? Love to hear my story. I am writing a book because it's a long story. I don't know if I put that story in my book, but yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you one time. This was in California. Yeah, fighting. Okay. So I'm on the bus. Better no one pick on me. Yeah, I'm not much of a fighter. I'll tell you off, but I'm not much of a fighter. So this was in high school. And this was on the school bus, coming home from the school bus. I'll never forget this day because it was the most embarrassing day of my life. I've always been pretty endowed, if you know what I mean. So the girl on the back of the bus, she accused me of being with her boyfriend. I didn't even know her boyfriend, who he was. I didn't speak to him. I pretty much kept to myself. This was in like 7th grade. When we got off the bus, she attacked me. I tried to fight back. Well, I'm not much of a fighter. She pulled my shirt over my head. And I was sitting there exposed to everyone that had just come off the bus. My sister, Mimi, she was so angry at that girl. My sister was a fighter. So I think she pushed her down or something and got my shirt because she had thrown my shirt over and got my shirt and gave it to me. And we walked home and I was just crying and crying and crying. I'll never forget that. I mean, that was from something that, this girl thought. She even had a thought that I was with her boyfriend. I was like, I don't even know your boyfriend. She didn't believe me. But no, it's just that we all go through these things that leave memories in our head, like give us a bad taste in our mouths, and we're like, I'm just like, okay, that happened. Was it a lesson? Was it something I needed to go through? Was it try to break me back then? I don't know. Was it to try to, deter me off my path? Was it to try to make me turn into an angry person? Yeah. We all have these things. Yeah. We all have these things that either make us stronger or break us, right? Yes. They either make us stronger or break us. And when it's done at an adult level, what do you think happens when the bullies get to these poor kids are exiting the planet because of it? And these are divine beings that just don't know who they are yet. And they have been thrown off their path, made to exit the planet by principalities and powers. Right? I really do believe that all of us have died before we die, because I think that's an experience that all divine ones on earth have to go through. I don't think there's anyone that hasn't gone through that. Yeah. Reap what you sow. Take the lessons you taught someone. Yes. Yep, Carl. I know I have too. It's like, treat others how you want to be treated. And once you know who you are, there is no going back, right? You can't just forget who you are. Everything changes. You look at things differently. When I read a book, I read the words in the book. I read it closely, and I get the messages from it that I'm supposed to get. When I watch a movie, and my guides will lead me to movies to watch. Like, I just watched Dogma again for the first time a couple nights ago. And I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, what a dirty mouth that boy has. And this is stupid. And my husband even says to me, he says, "You're watching Dogma?" I said, "Yes, I'm watching Dogma." He said, "But you watched it years ago and you didn't like it." And I said, "Yeah, I know. I need to watch it again because I feel like it has a message." And it did. It did. Yeah, I believe we've died. We've at least died once before we died. Yes, it is. I see it, Heather. I always see you cheering us, sister. I'm calling you cheers now. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Once you've learned your lesson and chose to move past it, then it's done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yes. Life gets a lot easier once you embrace who you are. It really does. My life has gotten a lot easier. Manifesting's faster, a lot faster. Yeah. But I'm reminded that it only hurts yourself if you let emotions drive you when you see things outside of your control. Right? Like when you watch the news, I haven't been able to watch news for years. I used to just bawl my eyes out every time the news came on. I'm such an empath. So I wouldn't even watch it. But we kind of have to look at this stuff and at least know about it. Because when we don't know about it and it hits us from the dark, comes out of nowhere, it's, you have more of a reaction to it. Like, I don't know if there's anything that anyone could tell me or show me that would knock me for a loop anymore. It's like, what else can you show me? You know? Exactly. But I also I'm glad I know what I know. I'm glad I know what I know. Because if I didn't know what I knew, and if you let this stuff affect your vibration, then you're not keeping high frequency. Right? I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. Don't let anything that you cannot control. You can only control what happens inside of you, right? But anything that you can't control that's happening out there, don't let it get to you. Don't let it jar your frequency. Because when you do that, they win. They win. You can, Wendy, you can tell us anything. Now is the time when you're supposed to be writing your books, write papers, share it. Share truth with Soul Family. Because there ain't a person in here that's going to call you crazy. There ain't a person in this room that's going to call you weird. Because we are one in here. We are getting our information from the same source. Right? Hi, Brooke. Let me put you up here. Yes, it's Friday. Where'd the week go? Oh. And at least if people call you crazy, just embrace it. Say, yep, I'm crazy. What are you going to do about it? Huh? What? You aren't going to change the way I think. Accept me for who I am or get out the way. Right? Because my train ain't stopping. Exactly. I am on this crazy train for the rest of my life on Earth. Yes, we do have a good crazy. We are the new normal, right? Yes, we are. We are. Hello, kitty. Hello, hello, darling. We are the new normal. And there are so many out there that just don't know. And they are oblivious. And we have to help them. If they are brought into our path, we hold out our hands and form that rainbow connection, that heart connection. And then they're either going to grab our hand or they're going to say, no, I'm not ready yet. And that's okay. That is okay. Because no one is left behind. Even the dark workers, they're not left behind. They're just not going. They did not choose to ascend at this time. They came into the game being the dark workers. And they came into the game knowing they'd lose, to be honest. Because the ones that, the galactics that used to be here for them, they've been removed. They're all gone. They're done. Like, they were taken off planet. They cannot get back on planet. They were actually relocated to another planet. Where they can do their thing in their 3D and have wars and all that stuff. There will be no more wars on this planet as far as physical wars. The Galactics will not ever let that button be pushed. It is pink. And it's flickering. I don't know if you guys can see it flickering. But yeah, it is flickering. Exactly. You aren't alone. You found your soul family. We are your soul family. It's not hell, Lester. I don't believe there is a hell. There is lower levels. You see, there's mansion worlds. They're called mansion worlds. And like people that vibrate at our frequency are going to a higher level than, say, a dark worker that exits the planet. This used to be a prison planet. It is not anymore. We liberated the planet. Thank you for the butterflies, Terry. Hell is only your choice by mind. Yes. Absolutely. It's choose love or choose fear. Choose heaven or choose hell. Create heaven or create a disaster. It's your choice. There's a lot of light workers on this planet. Millions of us on this planet. And we all are choosing love. And that is what has changed the frequency of the planet. Okay. So guys are saying, share this with you. So I'm going to share it with you since it's right in my face and I forgot all about it. It's, you are now a Galactic Federation human. Galactic Federation of Light. Let me turn this off for just a minute. And we will get to that. Okay, let's make sure it's up high enough. This is a really good video. It's only 5 minutes.
You are now a Galactic Federation human. Dear beloved ones, if you're reading this, it means the space program worked. Welcome to the fifth dimension. You are now a Galactic Federation human. Congratulations. The universe is an amazing place, filled with exotic life forms, incredible sights, and new experiences. We come in peace with good news. You are not alone. Life exists beyond your world. Intelligent life. We want to be your friends and we invite you to the fifth dimension. We will wipe out all diseases and war and hunger, and we will help you build a better civilization, which is more spiritual and peaceful than you can currently imagine. Our spaceships are on their way, and, so far, life has been good for us here. You see, we've figured out the secret to living well without any harm to others or ourselves. It's really quite simple. All we do is listen to our hearts, do what feels good for us, and allows everyone else to do the same. Our heart chakra is the fifth chakra in the chakra system. In Chinese philosophy, the heart chakra is called the Sea of Qi, and it's responsible for the vital energy flowing through the entire body. Listen to your heart and follow the beat. Use the rhythm of your heart to help you understand yourself better. Learn from mistakes and move towards achieving new goals. Your heart guides you through life with hints and whispers, coaxing you along until one day you realize its true purpose. The thump, thump, thumping is your heartbeat pounding in your ears, urging you to listen to your soul. Do what your nature desires, what your inherent traits yearn to do. Listen to your heart instead of your thinking. Pay attention and be aware of what you're feeling, and you will never be split if you listen to your own heart. By listening to your own heart, you will begin to move in the correct direction. The mind can be compared to water, just as water is continuously in movement. Similarly, the mind is never still. It is always in movement within itself, in conflict with itself. And there is no silence. The noise that comes from the mind is so much that no one is caught in it. Lost, completely immersed in it. There is no sense of self. In the very center of this turmoil, however, there is still a point. In Sanskrit, this point is called the Atman, the self. In the West, it is called the soul. In Latin, it is called persona, and that means mask. The word person is derived from this. And the day you let go of all your mental garbage is the day you begin your journey to liberation. The entire art of the new era will be based on the secret of consciously, alertly, and attentively listening to one's heart. You will fall many times, rise up again, for falling and rising again is how one gains strength. This is how you become a part of the new golden age. Tapping into your feelings is a way of connecting with your heart, which is the part of you that is in charge of your emotions. And when you connect with your heart, it will help you access the wisdom that is native to you. Start to feel your breath whenever you have the opportunity. Simply take a deep breath and feel it fill your lungs as if your entire being is being flooded with divine love energy. Then exhale fully, as if you're pouring the divine love energy you've received back into the universe. Do it as often as you remember throughout the day. This will assist you in moving from your head to your heart. So many of your senses are atrophied in modern life. You're constantly distracted, and the more you're distracted, the less you care about what's really happening in front of you.
Heartbrain, headbrain.
This is why it's important to break away from the daily routine. Take a walk, get some fresh air, be with nature. Most importantly, try to do something that will make you feel alive. The more you take up your senses, the more alive you'll be. As you travel from the head to the heart, all of your senses will grow brighter. You will start to sense life pulsing through your veins, preparing to leap and flow into the fifth dimension. The truth is that you are already in the fifth dimension. Most people on Earth are simply caught up in the three-dimensional illusion of their minds. But if you learn how to move from head to heart, and even if you catch a glimpse of yourself for a single moment, you will be able to enter the fifth dimension realm, which is far more beautiful than you can imagine. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho. This is a message to humanity from Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation.
All right. Terry. Everything makes you... I hope it's happy tears. No sad tears in my room. No, no, no. Yeah, that was our galactic message of the day because I forgot to do it this morning. All right. Are we ready for... Let's see, we'll do 20 minutes or so of key code 5. She of 1,000 angels. Hello, Ashley. She of 1,000 angels. Can you guys guess who that would be? She of 1,000 angels. I can give you a hint. Oh no, that would be Mother Mary. What am I thinking? I just seen Ashley, so I'll put Ashley on here. Okay. Light up. There you go. Okay. All right, so she of 1,000 angels, key code 5. My oracular transmission awakens you as a vehicle of awakening for others. You are an angel on earth, and I am right here by your side, supporting your prayer to become an essential leader in this global movement for the divine feminine Christ. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is a mentor for your spiritual revolution. Mary Magdalene speaks. I am Mary Magdalene, known as She of 1,000 Angels in the Sophia Code cosmology. My Sophia embodiment title reveals my Oversoul's commitment to shine the greatest angelic light in the darkest of places. I work with every order of angelic guides to reconcile the suffering of this world and others. Wherever I am invoked as an overlighting presence, I am joined by billions of accompanying angels. My divine feminine Christ embodiment of Sophia rocked the ancient world in which I served. In my most recent lifetime, I came as the lightning of revolutionary change for an entire generation of women brutally subjugated to the status of being property. My mother was a wise woman who privately maintained her worship of the divine feminine according to the lineage of her grandmothers. During her pregnancy, she received multiple messages from seers who predicted my birth as a returning prophet. As a young child, my parents recognized that I was innately gifted for the channeling and healing arts, coupled with a sharp intelligence that I wielded as a sword of truth. I was born as an awakened being, with the psychic development of my many lifetimes already activated within my body. As an acutely sensitive empath, I would relay vivid details to my parents of events happening in other locations that they would confirm back to me. My mother would often witness me softly soothing myself in recognizable languages from ancient civilizations. At other times, she would find me in our gardens, sitting stone still while in trance, witnessing visions of humanity's destiny. Although I was uniquely raised with wealth, status, and a secret education that honored the divine feminine, the first part of my life was spent cloistered far away from interacting with most people in any public spaces. A female of any age, especially a young woman courageous enough to assert her boundaries, could be harmed or legally stoned to death for any random projection placed upon her by an angry man. My parents encouraged me to cultivate strong inner practices of meditation and self-mastery before regularly interacting with the insane civilization that I was born to liberate. The wealth of my family afforded me options unavailable to most young girls of my time. Along with extensive home studies led by my mother, I traveled each year with my father to secretly train at mystery school temples in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and India. That's significant. On these journeys, I would meet other young women who were afforded these same rare opportunities. I often felt so lonely in my unique lifestyle that I would fill the chalice of my heart with these precious memories of spending time with others my own age. I would drink deeply from these memories in my time back home. As a maturing young girl, home would often feel like a cage after returning from my travels. But I took solace by meditating in our secluded garden for hours. I would practice everything that I learned in the mystery schools, cultivating an authentic relationship with myself. On the inner planes, I would meet with my mystery school friends, my ascended master mentors, and countless beings of light from a wide spectrum of angelic orders. I received many messages and visions that I would one day meet far more of my soul family, a community of individuals that were as gifted as I was. Further, the many angels that I would engage with in meditation would often share that I had come to shine a great diamond light to the hearts of many suffering people. Searching my heart, I always felt the truth in these messages. My heart ached as I would witness the brutal suffering most of my people were surviving, both from the Roman occupation as well as from the self-righteous Pharisees of our own people's ruling class. There would be many times that I would physically feel my throat close up as I empathically felt yet another woman being hurt or even killed. The Roman methods of public torture for population control would enrage me behind my cloistered walls. This just reminds me, it's just coming back. It's like a loop. Thank God we stopped this loop. It will never happen again. My mother knew the agony of my true feelings, for this was an undeniable anger for her as well. She directed my heart to continually take refuge in my secret practices with Sekhmet, Kalima, Inanna, and wrathful aspects of green Tara to cast out the darkness and invoke clearings, healings, and reconciliation for those that I prayed for. As my mother would watch me pray, a great light would go out from my body to join in the angelic ranks that I would invoke for the healing of others. As I grew into a beautiful young woman of marriageable age, I was afforded another extremely rare opportunity due to the wealth of my family. I was given the right to inherit my mother's fortune passed through her grandmother's lineage, as well as the right to choose if marriage was appropriate for me. My father promised my mother that I would never be forced into an arranged marriage, and that I would always be supported in my spiritual training regardless of my marital status. In all of Palestine, I was one of a handful of women afforded such protection and personal authority. I happily opted out of a young marriage and chose to continue in my mystery school training. I also yearned to experience my spiritual studies by living in a community of allies and friends. My father had often spoken of our family relations at the Mount Carmel Mystery School, and my curiosity yearned to live beyond the walls of my safe childhood compound. I arrived at Mount Carmel at an unusual age for their curriculum of initiations. Yet I committed to my new life with the passion of a young woman embracing her independence. I also continued to travel with my father, returning every year to my mystery school training. In Egypt, I deepened as an initiate in Isis lineage of ceremonial magic and oracular activism, tracking moon cycle empowerments within the rhythms of my body. I mastered tantric breathing practices that circulated my sexual energy into higher states of consciousness that cultivated the precision of my already activated psychic gifts. Although my Kundalini training was rigorously demanding, I thrived in the wings of Isis's secret magi teachings. As I grew in strength and stature, I also received deeper initiations in the hidden teachings of Sekhmet Hathor. Mary Magdalene prepares for her mission. When I would return to the Essene monastic life of Mount Carmel, my richly ornamented personal expression would be exchanged for the simple robes of an initiate. However, my simple robes could not diminish the radiant and cultivated goddess embodiment that I had become in myself. My face shone as an angel, and my dark eyes flashed with the secrets of the desert. With long muscular arms, my body would seem to dance as Kali upon Shiva, without a single movement. I was a riveting enigma for most of the monastery. Only a few master teachers leading our humble community could see how sophisticated the mission was that I was preparing for. Learning to live in a community was a far different experience than I had anticipated. It required a daily surrendering to social constructs that were foreign to my privileged upbringing. Women and men were treated equally, yet there were rigorous rules that I had to adhere by. I often spent as much time as I was permitted to directly mentor with Mother Mary as my primary teacher, for we shared a similar background in our Egyptian mystery school training. We would often sit together in her rose garden. Mary would remind me that I was a whole rose in the presence of both my petals and thorns, and to never feel ashamed of my thorns. As an overlighting mentor for my development, Mary could see that I was a natural spiritual revolutionary longing to serve my divine purpose. She also knew that it would require a sophisticated set of skills in order for me to safely speak my truth as a public female leader. These skills included mastering the high magi arts, oracular oration, and embodying an invincible divine love. My personal light would have to be bright enough to blind those who would harm me and cast a path for those terrified to seek out my help. I also needed to master the assertion of my personal sovereignty as both a woman and as a teacher within the interdependent collaborative efforts of a community working together as the one body of Sophia Christ. Mother Mary took me under her wing as her own daughter to initiate my awareness into these highly sophisticated nuances of divine feminine Christ leadership. Mary's own radical embodiment of fierce divine love opened my heart far beyond what I thought was possible. Her overlighting presence tempered my wrathful proclivity for the intensity of Sekhmet with the beauty way teachings of Hathor. My oracular relationship with Kali Ma was balanced by Mary's teachings for abiding in the heart from green and white Tara. Mary also introduced me to one of her most important allies, a guiding light master called Kuan Yin, who assisted her in the daily tasks of ministry and as a spiritual mother for our Mount Carmel community. Kuan Yin began appearing to me as well, revealing her direct teachings on how to harness the power of my anger into an all-consuming compassion that would render my enemies harmless. I became completely immersed in my relationships with myself, my mentor Mary, as well as our overlighting team of ascended master guides and angels. My longing for a distant future fell away without much notice of its whereabouts. I found myself feeling the subtle purr of happiness that naturally arose from the satisfaction of my lioness heart connected to her pride, hunting our divine potential together in every present moment. Callie is my daughter's cat's name. Yes. You know, a lot of us remember and are having the memories of these ascended masters for a reason. Why did you name your cat that? Or was it named before you got it? That was that ascended master saying, I'm in your life. Call on me and I will come anytime. I always say ask. Ask has been a huge thing in my life. Ask and it will be given to you. Matthew 7:7. Yes. My radiant womanhood became deeply grounded as I matured into an eloquent spiritual teacher and highly refined oracle. In this journey of self-mastery, I came to understand my lifelong inner drive for spiritual training. It was essential that a divine feminine Christ teaching embodiment capable of leading both men and women would be available to support the spiritual revolution that would ignite in Palestine with the return of Mary's son, Jesus. The container of his public ministry would create the opportunity and physical protection to freely walk as a sovereign woman, offering my direct teachings in collaboration with his own. Jesus never treated females, women, with anything but equality. Never. He always saw women as an equal. And a lot back then could not say that. But he definitely did. Stacy, the New Jerusalem is also the name of the mothership, one of the Palladian motherships is called the New Jerusalem. And we have all been on that ship. We go there at night all the time. All the time. Other than my extraordinary father and a few living masters that I had trained with, my experience of men as spiritual allies had been relatively disappointing. My diamond-faceted mind and acute psychic perception intimidated even high-level male teachers in our scene order. Out of endearing respect for my mentor, I wanted to believe what Mother Mary shared with me about her son. But I withheld my full belief in his ability to lead us until finally meeting him in person. Deciding who Jesus was for myself was an important step in opening my heart to follow his lead and take up my opportunity to teach by his side. I was a wealthy, independent woman with an extraordinary education, and I did not have to answer this call to embody the divine feminine Christ as a supporting teacher in his movement. I needed to intuitively experience his own embodiment of both the divine masculine and the divine feminine Christ energies to trust that serving in alignment with his ministry was the best use of my gifts and life force. The door opens for Magdalene's public ministry. It's 10:33, by the way, guys. 10:33. Yes. Is Diamond in here? I haven't seen her yet. The night before I met Jesus, he appeared to me in a vivid, lucid dream. In the dream, I was embodying the veracity of Sekhmet, hunting down demons that prey on women in Jerusalem. Catching the demons in my mouth, I would maul and tear them apart. I would then return to the woman, licking her wounds clean, and push her back up on her feet with my broad lioness head. In the dream, this happened 3 times with 3 different women. I prepared to depart from the third woman, leaving her in the care of my supporting angelic guard. My lioness body began to shift back into human form, with just my blood-stained lioness face remaining. As I turned to leave, there stood Jesus before me. His smile felt so familiar to me. It was as though part of my own soul was smiling back at me. I felt my whiskers and sharp fangs recede back into my human face. I stepped forward to greet him as a woman honored by his smile for my great works. He lightly touched my third eye in a familiar mudra and whispered, It is safe to follow me. I know how your great gifts will liberate the suffering of many. I am here to prepare the way for you to walk this journey with me, side by side in our shared mission. Your passion for Sophia will not be dishonoring by following me. I am here to create safety for the collective gifts of our whole family of light to rise as one body. Allow me to make the way ahead easier for your wisdom to be shared with those who need you. I woke up from the dream just as the sun was rising, as the lucid landscape receded. I heard the roars of Sekhmet's lioness pride announcing the new chapter in my life. The following day, I met Jesus in person at a wedding that Mother Mary had asked me to attend with her. Jesus embodied such ease with himself and everyone around him. I found myself watching his every movement with a secret awe. Our conversation with one another seemed to occur in multiple languages at the same time and without many words at all. Although Mary formally introduced us, we spoke telepathically to one another for most of the wedding, enjoying the companionship of each other's highly refined intuitive gifts. His Christed embodiment was immediately recognizable to me, and yet I enjoyed how casually he allowed himself to be accessed by everyone in the room. His soul carried the sense of India, Tibet, and Egypt from his own mystery school training. I psychically tracked the similar and complementary codes from multiple ascended cultures that we shared between us, which created a highly harmonic resonance for the wedding guests. In our orbit around one another, I experienced multiple flashes of future memories in which we were speaking to thousands of spiritual seekers in large fields and hidden temples. Although we were outwardly participating in the wedding festivities, Jesus and I began to inwardly calibrate to the amplification of our powers in the physical presence of one another. I watched Mother Mary's playful amusement at her children finally meeting. Our shared resonance felt extraordinary, and I could feel in my heart how easy it would be to reach the people that I wanted to serve if I chose to work by his side. My heart softened in gratitude, and I floated in a sublime peace for most of that evening. When I heard that Jesus had physically shifted the quantum structure of water into more wine for the wedding guests, I felt a lightning recognition shoot through my body as a sign from my higher self. With this first demonstration of Jesus' sovereign power, I knew that everything I was preparing to offer in my embodiment of the divine feminine Christ would begin now. Okay, so we're going to leave off there. Monday, we will start seeding a divine feminine blueprint for your future. Oh, God. Candy, if you are here, are you listening to this? So, there's a quantum healer, and she just did a session 5 days ago. And Candy brought it to my attention. Yeah. Wow. So I am being guided right now to, I wrote notes on this, this session. And the quantum healer's name is Alba Weinman. I put it in our Discord also. I only got through the first thing. I know I have actually seen the Awakening one before, Candy. Yes. Yeah. I've seen the Awakening one before, but I will watch it again. The name of this is called Disciples Collective. This lady that was having her session, she was one of her lives was as Simon. If you guys know who Simon is. And she was in a jail cell, and she had a box of scrolls. And John the Baptist was there, and they were both in white robes. And there is a circle in a pyramid. Now, I want to stop right there. I want to show you something. Back in 4/30/2022, this is part of my reading, guys, from Fairy. Look at this. A triangle with a circle. And it meant white rabbit, rainbow, train, will create. Right there. Okay, so that was synchronistic. So then the circle in the pyramid means truth, light, the way. Infinite in the middle is the collective. The new order of the one created by Source. Jesus told us that we have worked together in the past, worked as one. Remember, this is this lady who was Simon in another life. People need to realize who they are. The power of the light coded into letters. Sharing, working together, war against the souls of humanity. Now, if you remember right, JB, and you know who I'm talking about, JB, his part of his campaign was fighting for the souls of humanity, fighting for the souls of America, fighting for the souls of America. Yeah. It was right in our faces the whole time, and so many people didn't see it. I saw it. I was like, "Oh God, he's." Oof. I saw it anyway. Yeah. Transhumanism is what we're fighting against. Manipulation, war against the truth in the way. Source is watching. His pants are on fire. Right, exactly. Liar, liar, pants on fire. The one mission, all playing a part in the movie. It's coming to an end. The baddies pushing against the light, the time of the ascension. The Source has the original blueprint realigning with original blueprints are beginning to align with the humans' frequencies are beginning to be lifted. This is what I just read to you guys. The blueprint. Our angelic blueprint, our ascended master blueprints. All the world is a stage. Yes, it is. Earthquakes, light bodies activated. Our light bodies are activated. Egypt is where the greatest activation will take place. The one within the triangle, she will be reconnected with the 12, with the originals. North, south, east, west, covering energy points. The changes will happen until 2025. Send codes into 4 corners of Earth. 2026 will be guided. Many disciples following the way. Queen of Aurora. Yes, I said Aurora. God helps those who help themselves. Mission in Egypt. None of us do this alone. Always together. So listen. the next thing that was said is a fallen one, a rogue element messing with airwaves. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? A fallen one, a rogue element messing with airwaves. To me, it sounded like Elon. It sounded like Elon Musk and what he's doing. Yes. Yep. Okay, so water, the Great Awakening, the Halls of Amenti. The Halls of Amenti is something that Ashiana Dean mentions. And the Freedom Teachings. The Halls of Amenti. Everything is choice. Now get this, guys. Karma is a psyop. We were told we had karma because that was why so many of us were coming back. Because we were being told by false light. This is why it was happening before. It can't happen anymore. The machine that created that false light is gone. We demolished it. We got rid of it. So we would hear, when we go through this false light, we would hear, oh, you didn't pay this karma. You need to go back to earth. And then we'd have all of our memories taken from us, and we would be born again to do it all over again. And we have been living this loop, which I call the dickhead loop, for thousands of years. This lifetime, we have stopped the loop. Yep. Yep. Karma is part of fib of no chi. Absolutely, Robin. And you know, it's funny because every session I've had that people have asked about their karma, they've all said it's been wiped clean. They don't have any karma. But for so long we've been told, oh, you have to go back. You have to go back because you didn't get the karma. You didn't learn this. You didn't learn that. And what I'm going to tell you, we are already perfect the way we are. We don't have any frickin' karma. It's all been a huge psyop. When I heard that, I was like mad. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I've been coming back thousands of years because you told me that I had karma, which I never had in the first place. We were always perfect. Anyway, that's over with. We stopped that. There is no more. You choose now if you want to come back to Earth. You choose. I'm going on vacation after this mission, I'm telling you. This assignment's been a tough one. All right, so energy influx coming in for our blueprints. Just seen signs of the Schumann. Yeah. Phoenix put a thing about the Schumann on our Discord. And I'll share that with you. It's very short. It's someone on TikTok. We are in Endgame. Yes, we are. Where'd the music go? I don't even know. Okay. Let me just put this TikTok lady. She's awesome. This lady.
Papa Sun said, time to shine. We have had 10 M-class solar flares within the last 24 hours. This energy is causing a very kind of like hyper anxious, in your face, what
yes,
do
we
I
are,
do?
Terry.
Rejuvenating, generating kind of energy. It can feel really intense if you're not used to feeling this kind of frequency. intense activations are happening. Hydration is very important, and you're most likely getting some sort of a headache or third eye pressure because the third eye is majorly activating for most of you. Papa Sun said, time to shine.
Yep.
We have had 10 M class.
So I saw that and I was like, holy cow. This ties right in with this quantum healing session that this lady did. And it ties in with the Sophia code. It all ties in together. That's some crazy bull. That's some crazy. So yeah, I'm trying to explain it, how I got to where I got to. Oh my goodness. Hi, Tammy. Oh my goodness. Let me get you on the butterfly. Let me get you connected, plugged into everybody. There we go. Let's, all right. What else you got to say, universe? All right. Continuing on. So, energy influx coming in for our blueprints, waking us up. We are being aligned. We are being aligned. So stop eating foods no longer serving the human body. Sessions, light beings with messages. Each one of you are a crystalline being. If we do not stand up now and say no more, connect with the pyramid and the one. Connect with the pyramid. Yeah, connect with the pyramid. You guys know that have been in my healing sessions what I use. But I was guided by my guides to use the pyramid. The white pyramid of protection. Yeah. Imagine yourself north, south, east, west. Go into the portal. Okay, so this next part I was thinking about adding to my healing because it's beautiful. Sending love into your blood. Send light into the blood. Visualize your blood perfectly healthy, releasing any toxins that don't belong in the blood. Put yourself in a state of gratitude, thanking the heart. Thank the lungs for expelling anything that shouldn't be there. Through your breath, blow out that air. Thank your body, the perfect organic machine that heals itself. Thank you very much. So that was that session. I'm going to listen to the next session and write notes on it. But there was a lot of coding and a lot of DNA stuff to integrate. A lot of knowledge to integrate. Yeah. Hello, Janine. Welcome. All right. You're welcome, Ashley. Yes. I didn't know that. Did you know that desert roses are gypsum or spirits leaving their imprint, their trace for us? I know that we are connecting with the ascended masters. That's for sure. We can move mountains. Jesus told us we could move mountains. So yes, we can. We are powerful. We can move mountains with. So yes, we can. We are powerful. We can move mountains with our thoughts, with our words, with what we write. All these things. All right, last thing I'm going to do for our class today is our list. our list. Yes, it's a desert rose selenite. My daughter got it for me. Yep. I have quite an array of different crystals up here. Yes. Yep. Hello, Mike. All right, so the list we made, 9/8/22. Can you believe we've been doing these classes for months now? For like 5 or 6 months. Wow. We've learned a lot in here for sure. Yep. Okay. So the one, we want to end the suffering. Make love the new foundation. We want a haven for children to be children. We want 3D detox centers for healing and guidance. Hello, Kim. Welcome. We are all connecting and energetically becoming our own ascended master by their example. Yes. Peace, love, joy, happiness, and safety. No pollution, no poison. Completely open pineal glands for all. Let everyone have the eyes to see. By thinking about this, by creating this, we are bringing in the solar flash. Because the solar flash, this is what the solar flash is going to do for people. We want a world without violence. We want everyone connected back with earth spirit energy. We want free energy, free water, clean water. We want abundance, prosperity to do what we desire. We want reverse manipulated energy grid. The ones of us that are connecting with the grids to do the grid work are reversing the inverted teachings and the inversion. And that's what we're doing. We are reversing the manipulated energy grids. We want no harm, harp, and no cern. No harp and no cern. We want a healthy Mother Earth. And we want shelter for everyone. All of these things, this is the list that we made together back 9/8/22. This is what we want and what we are creating. And no, I do not believe, Janine, that you can aim too high. I do not believe that. We can aim as high as we want to aim because we are the creators. Once we know this, our thoughts create, our imaginations create. This is how I create. I think of it, I be it, I speak it, I write it down. That's how I manifest things in my life. You have to aim high to fly. Exactly. Exactly. We are one. We are one. And if we all have the same thought, we will create it. One person can't create by themselves. They can create for themselves, yes. I manifest stuff for my life every day. As a collective, we are raising the frequency of the planet by how we think. Our thoughts are what is creating the new earth. Yes. I guess I don't understand what you're saying. Heaven on earth, abundance of all for all. Yes. Absolutely. Yep. Our thoughts do create. It's not our job to save anyone. Everyone has the power to save themselves. I know the thoughts of the collective are what makes the changes needed to raise the frequency of the planet. I know that without a doubt. Good morning, Riley. Good morning. And I know love is the strongest power in the universe. It is the ultimate power. Love and light, not fear and darkness. And I know that with my whole heart. Imagine remote manifestations to parts of the planet with the rainbow butterfly. Love is the ultimate weapon in the spirit realm. Yes, it is. It is. Heck, how they like for love never fails, doesn't compete. Exactly. We got about 10 more minutes, and we're just talking about the things we learned today. We must lead by example. Yep. When you go outside, smile. People will either love you or hate you for the same reason, for your light. Mm-hmm. Carl, don't break your finger. My goodness. I appreciate y'all likes and loves. We are the warriors. Yes, we are. Yeah, if anyone in here is not in our Discord, join our Discord. Lots and lots and lots of information there. And we're also there for each other. We have creators there. We have creator channels with jewelry and a dragon channel. And it's a really awesome community. Most of you are in there. I know, Robin. We are the angels that help change the world. Yes, we are. And there are millions of us. In this room, there's around 20 of us, but all over the earth, there are millions. We're coming up on the anniversary of when we made that earth change, when we tipped the scales for the light workers on the planet. We hit the numbers that we had to hit. We hit critical mass of light workers on the planet on December 21st, 2021. And the anniversary of that date is coming up. It is going to be an immense event on that day. The solstice is on that day. Those of us that have our hearts open will feel it. We'll feel the energy come in on that day. It's not going to be the solar flash, no, but it is going to be a smaller solar flash. Yes, love means I meet you where you are and respect you for being there. Yes. Just make sure when you tap in, use the obelisks too. Janine, I don't know why you would say that. I have done research on the obelisks on the planet, and I would rather not connect to them because of the research that I have done. If you have not done that research, please do not put things like this into the chat, because I have done the research on the obelisks. Saw everything. I was hoping we were doing some quantum healing. Oh, Riley, I am doing a group session at 5 o'clock Eastern Time for the last day this week. I did it three this week. I'm doing 3 next week, probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and probably around 7 p.m. Maybe 6 p.m. I haven't decided yet. So, but it'll always be on the hour for the invites, and then the invites close at 33 past the hour. And that's when we go. And then it usually lasts about half hour. So if you join at 7, you're going to leave at 8. We're going to wrap it up at about a little after 8. You're going to get like banned. Yes, December 21st is solstice. It is also December 21st, 2021 is when we reached critical mass of light working on the planet. Yeah, there's some serious energies coming through. I don't believe that, Janine. Never will I believe that. Don't be concerned for us, honestly. If this stuff doesn't resonate with you, it might not be the room for you. We don't, that's fear-mongering. Hello, Judy. I know all about the Wizardek. You're welcome, Ariel. Yes, my husband's birthday is the 20th of December. Yes, faith over fear, exactly. We got 2 minutes. We'll do one more song from the universe, and then we'll call it a day. We had some awesome messages today from the Crystal Book and from Mary Magdalene. I think we're going to learn lots more from her. I can't wait. I'm excited. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away.
Okay. All right, Carl. Have a beautiful day, darling. Yes, we have no room for fear. Absolutely. No fear. We are the light. We are the love. We are the truth. We are. Have a beautiful day, Deb. I like that song. Pick a better song, universe. Oh, I have that one. Love has won. Love has won. That's what this is called. It's 11:11. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. I'll be doing a group quantum healing at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for any that want to join. Love you all. Thank you for the likes and the loves and the gifts. You are all amazing. Don't ever, ever forget that. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you for the roses. You all are loved and protected. Put your shields up. Snap your fingers. Snap your shields on. Have a beautiful day.